Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Karate Chops, where we discuss all things martial arts. Got a question from Minnesota, so big shout out to Aiden. Here's the question. What are the pros and cons to learning other forms of martial arts? Would you advise learning a new form while still training in another? Or would focusing on one at a time be more beneficial? That's a great question, by the way. I guess it comes down to the individual. Where are you at on your martial arts path? I guess what I'm asking is what rank are you? If you're brand new and you're a white belt and just starting out, you may want to focus on that art for right now till you get good at the basics. Okay, you can always improve on the basics, but you got to have that basic understanding of how body mechanics work when it comes to kicking and punching, regardless of whatever style you study. If you have been doing it for a while, and you got some rank and you're upper rank student and stuff, then I guess I don't see a problem in training in another art if you can handle it personally. It kind of comes down to the individual. If you're able to retain information and not get it mixed up, then it's probably beneficial to you. It can actually fill in gaps in your own training. Believe it or not, each style has their own strengths and weaknesses. I've never been one of these people that have believed that one art is superior to another. They're all beneficial. They all have strengths and weaknesses, and a lot of times, one art can complement another art. Uh, you know, for example, Taekwondo is probably best known for its kicks. Lots of different kicks and stuff, spinning kicks and hook kicks and the high kicks, and lots of power with the kicks. Karate, it definitely has kicks and stuff, but karate is probably known more for its hand strikes, various hand strikes and stuff. Blending the two together can make you, a very good martial artist. Now we can cover both bases, kicks and strikes. So it's little things like that to think about. It's kind of the basis of what mixed martial arts is all about. That's more sport based and not really viewed as traditional. I mean, at the core of it, that's what it comes down to. Taking the best of each art and kind of blending it together. We'll save that for another topic, though. As far as training in a couple different styles at a time, it's definitely doable. Mr. Kent Holland, one of our instructors and one of the few people I've promoted black belt, started out in Kempo Karate, and then he was training with me, and then he began training in Taekwondo. And being the overachiever he is, he started training in Tai Chi as well. And he was able to do that though. He was able to be focused and stuff, and his training regimen was, a solid 6 days a week. He had class in one style or another. And there was some days stuff where he actually had class in two different art forms on the same day. Now he was able to do that. Not everybody's able to, be able to do that without getting the information mixed up. I myself, this last year started Hapkido. We have a gentleman in class that is actually training in both Taekwondo and Hapkido because the school I go to actually teaches both. So he's training in both. That's a lot to try to keep focused on and try to remember all that and stuff, not get it mixed up between the two arts, and that's at the same school even. So it just kind of comes down to that. Another option, I'll throw this out there, is you can look into seminars or training camps. Now, being from Minnesota, you might have good opportunity and stuff with the Twin Cities. I know up in Minneapolis, St. Paul, I see almost every weekend it seems like there's some sort of a training camp, a seminar, something like that. Now, when you're checking into these sort of things, I would advise checking it first to see if it's open or a closed seminar. And by that, it's kind of like open and closed tournaments. Some are open to the general public, and anybody that pays the fee can attend. And some are closed to people that are just members of a certain association. So be sure to check into that before you send off your fee. And then also, check as well and stuff to see that, let's say for example, you're interested in a jiu-jitsu seminar or a training camp, and your background is karate. Send them a message or contact somebody, call somebody and find out if it's okay that if you don't have any jiu-jitsu experience at all, you want to come to this camp or seminar and stuff, that you still can. Many of them will say yes, not a problem, everybody's welcome, and some will say no, they want you to have at least a basic understanding of whatever that art is, whether it be jiu-jitsu or taekwondo, hapkido, karate, whatever it is, just so they don't have to basically spend the whole seminar teaching you the basics, if that makes sense. So there are definitely opportunities like that. I try to go to as many seminars and training camps as I can, regardless of style. I started out in Taekwondo back in '89. I got into karate in '97 when I was in the Army, and definitely got into Kempo. I've gone to training camps and seminars and trained in everything from judo to Krav Maga, to grappling, to jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Wrestling is a good one. Pretty much anything that will advance my martial art knowledge, and it's a tool for my martial art toolbox, I feel is beneficial. So it comes down to you. If you feel you're capable of doing that, then I don't see a problem in it. Go for it. It'll just make you a better martial artist overall. And yeah, it's a great question, by the way. Anybody else, if you guys got questions, keep them coming. Appreciate it. Be sure to like our Facebook page and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.